Today's session, first session, we will be seeing how to enable the real-time apply. So for the real-time apply, there are two things are mandatory. First thing, that is on the primary, it should be the log writer who should be doing the redo shipping. Second point, on the standby, we should have our standby redo log files enabled. Okay, so first thing we'll do on our primary database, sorry, on our standby database, we'll create the standby redo log files. I'm on the standby database, so we'll just connect and confirm that. Okay, it's a physical standby. Fine. And we'll check one more thing. Select type from $log file. Okay, so here you can see that when I issue the command select type from $log file, it's showing me the online, which means at present this system have only online redo log files, not any standby redo log files. And this is a standby database, so at present the standby, it's a physical standby database, so at present that online redo log files don't have any significance. So now we have to create the standby redo log files. So how we can create the standby redo log files? The first point to be noted on the standby redo log files is that the size of the standby redo log files should be exactly the same of the online redo log file. Second point, if you have 3 groups, then the number of the number of standby redo log file group should be at least 1 greater than that of the online redo log groups. Is that clear?
No, sorry, 1 second. The second point, he said, let us say primary has 3 online redo log files. 3 online
groups, yes, and that should be clear.
Here on the standby, we should have 4. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
We need 1 more.
At least one
more. How
the reason is that, say, when you are enabling the real-time apply, the primary will be pushing the redo files much faster, right? Assume there is a heavy transaction happening to the database. So at that time, what happens is that there are a lot of changes will be applied to the primary. So a lot of ARC log files will be generated, and these a lot of redo information will be generated. Rather than ARC log files, a lot of redo information will be generated. This redo will be keep writing to the standby redo log files. So there is a high possibility that the media recovery process may not be able to cope up with the speed at which the primary is making the changes. Okay, which will result in media recovery is not able to reapply the changes, and then the standby redo log files will get congested. So to avoid that, we are giving some extra numbers to the standby redo log files. Okay. In the previous example also, we have not copied any redo log files, nothing we have copied.
No.
It was a response.
In general, for standby, we just copy redo, not the archive log. Do we?
That's what I'm telling you. We are not copying anything. In the previous example, when we set up, did we copy anything? It is the responsibility of the log writer or the archiver process of the primary to do the redo shipping.
Yeah.
We are, as a DBA, you are not, you are copying the ARC log, you will be copying the ARC log files. At the time also, we are not copying the online redo log files. The rarest situations where we copy some files from primary to standby will be the ARC log files. Due to that will be happening when, say, due to some reason, if the ARC log files are, some of the redo transport didn't happen, and the standby somehow is not able to catch it up. So we will copy that files to the standby, and then we'll register that file so that the standby will start applying it.
Okay.
Okay, that is a rare cases where which the standby is not able to resolve the gap. Even if the arclog files are there in the primary, still it's not able to resolve the gap maybe due to some network or something issues or something. It may not be able to.
But the theory for datagaurd is always the online redo gets copied. Like online redo gets copied to the standby. Yeah,
online redo will get copied to standby. But again, it also depends upon who is doing the redo shipping.
Yeah, log writer.
Okay. If it is if it is log writer, then yes, it is the redo information. It is a redo information. Again, the online concept is wrong, because if the log writer is doing, before writing the redo information to the primary's online redo log file, it will hand over the information to the standby. So it is a redo, not the online redo log file, which is getting shipped.
Redo meaning the current one, current file?
Redo means the change that happened on the primary.
Right. So when you say online,
the redo vector,
online versus current, so it will copy the current file or online file?
No, that's what I'm telling you. You are taking that concept in a wrong way. There is no file which is getting transferred.
Oh, the vector.
Say when change vector. When change vector in the form of redo which is getting copied. Say for example, when you make a transaction to the database, the changes in the form of redo vector is returned to the redo log buffer. From the redo log buffer, this redo information, which is a chunk of, which is a collection of change vectors, will be returned to the online redo log file. So in the case of the log writer, when log writer is doing the redo shipping, it is the redo vector or redo before writing to the online redo log files gets copied.
Okay.
Okay. So there is no way, there is no time where which the online redo log file will be copied.
So it's a change vector. The changes are getting copied basically.
That's correct. Just hold on for a second. Yeah. So is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So first thing, point number one, the size of the standard redo log file should be the same. Should be the size of the online redo log file. So how we will find out the online redo log files?
Hello,
select. Yeah.
You said that it's just the change vector, but not the physical file is not copied, right? Is it like that in 11G or was it like that in 10G also?
In all the places, say when the redo vector which is directly started copying from Oracle 10G, it is a time at which we have Oracle came up with the concept of real-time apply. Okay, so when it came up with the real-time concept of real-time apply, it is the or the protection modes like the maximum protection, maximum availability, everything. It is the log writer which is started shipping. So when log writer is doing, it is not the physical files will be getting copied. It is the redo information. Like whenever what happens when a database is committing? When a database is committing, the changes whatever there on the log buffer is returned to the online log files. These same changes are getting copied out there. But when it is coming to the this one, what is that? Archiver. The concept is different. The archiver is copying the files from primary to standby.
So what files are being copied with?
When it's archiver is copying, it is arclog files which are getting copied from primary to standby.
Okay. So at that point there is no redo, just the archive log files.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. At any point of time, Oracle is not shipping or copying the online redo log files. It copies either the redo changes, or you can say redo vector, or the arclog files. These are the two changes which is copied.
So the both are not done, only one is done, like, or both are done at the same time? The online redo change.
The redo apply. If you have the standard log file, what happens is that as long as immediately it is writing to the standard log files. From the standard log files, it will start applying it. Okay. And if you don't have the standard log files, what happens is that it will wait for the archiving. Okay, the redo information which is received by the RFS process will write it to the log archive destination. Whatever the destination is specified, once it's archived there completely, it will read from there.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Are there any questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Please, okay. Now let's take the byte information. So size of the redo log files. Select bytes from $log. Okay. So from here you can see that our primary redo log file is of 50 MB of size. Okay. So the first thing is that it must be of either the 50 MB size. The size, there is no compromise on the there is no compromise on size. The size of the standard log file should be exactly the same of the primary log files, and the number should be the number of groups should be higher than that of the primary redo log groups. Fine. So let's try to create the standard log file. Just one sec. Let's try to find out the path of the current redo log files. We'll try to create there itself. Select member from $log file. Okay. So this is the place where we have the standard, the current location of the online redo log files. So why this location is important is that when we are doing a role reversal, that means when this standby database becomes a primary database, at that time, this online redo log files will get created. At present, we don't have the online redo log files on the primary, right? Sorry, on the standby, right? But once the role reversal is taking place, that means once the standby becomes the primary, at that time, this location redo log files will get created. Is that clear?
Yes, yes. Hello?
Yeah, just one second.
Sorry, I thought my connection got lost.
No, no, no. Yes, okay. Alter database and standby. Okay. Now we got an error message telling that recovery or flashback in process may not be access the file. That means when the media recovery is taking place, we will not be able to create the standard log files. So the first step will be that we are going to stop the recovery. Okay. Can somebody tell me what is the command to be used for stopping the recovery?
Alter database, manage standby, disconnect, and cancel, maybe something like that.
Alter database, recover,
Manage standby,
managed standby,
cancel.
database, cancel. Okay. So the media recovery is cancelled. Now let's create the redo log file, standard redo log file. So it's not copying. Yeah. Okay, now we have to create 3 more. Fine. The standard log files are created. Now, this next step is then before we starting the media recovery, we'll make sure that the primary is doing the primary redo shipping is being done by the log writer. Okay. So let's connect to the primary database. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, this is our primary, right? So from the screen itself, you can find out one thing. It is the archiver who's doing the redo shipping. Can you see this one?
Yeah.
Okay, it's clearly the alert log file of the previous alert log file. It says that it was the arch log file which was shipping because it's saying the archive 0. Okay, so we have to correct that. We have to tell Oracle that let's have the log writer do the redo shipping. Everyone following me?
Yes. Yes.
Looks like it's home. Let me connect to the database. Oracle Prime DB SQL Plus /SysDB. Okay, let me first defer the destination and then I'll make the changes. That is altern system set log underscore archive underscore test. Okay, now show parameter. Okay, so here the same thing we'll maintain the content, but we'll make sure that we are log writer is doing the shipping. Okay, that will be alter system set log underscore archive underscore dest underscore 2 equal to service equal to stand TNS then okay. So what we did is that we have specified log record destination 2 with the log writer. Right? Show parameter log underscore. Okay. Now we'll enable this. Okay. And then alter system. Okay, now we'll come back to our standby, and we'll start the media recovery on the standby using the real-time feature. Alter database recover managed standby database. Disconnect using current okay. The command was that alter database recover manage standby database disconnect or disconnect from session you can give. If it is 10G, you should give disconnect from session using current log file. Okay. Now that is a change. The using current log file is the indication that it has to use the real-time apply, or it has to use the standby log files. Show parameter. Okay, you can see that it is mentioned that recovery of our standby log file. Recovery of the online log file, it says, but it's clear that it is a standby log file which we have created. Is that clear?
It is
okay. Now we
stand one, that first log, or it is
yeah, first log. It is taking the first log.
okay.
Okay. Now we'll do the recovery. We'll start up the recovery from the primary. That is, we'll just issue a command alter database. Sorry, alter system. Switch log file. Okay. Show parameter dump. Okay. Okay. Here if you're looking, you can see that it says that log writer standby log file selected for the thread number 1, sequence number 2 for the destination arc log destination 2. So from the primary, it is clear that primary is using the log writer and it is choosing the standby log files for the standby log files as a destination for writing the redo information. And from the standby, it's evident that it is the standby is reading the standby log file. Say earlier it was stand1.log. Now it is stand2.log. Like that, it is keep moving. Is that clear? Yeah. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. Yeah. So how about Archana? Archana and Vijay?
Very much. I'm good.
Okay,
yeah, I'm
cool.
okay too.
Yeah, fine. So